Welcome back guys. So in this video I'll be talking about different topics starting from Damon PS2 Pro PS2 Android emulator. Yes, you heard it right. The emulator is back on Play Store. It was removed from it a few weeks ago. I'm not surprised at its return. On their Baidu page, Damon PS2 team posted that the emulator was removed in compliance with Google's review policy. They even stated that the same thing happened to PPSSPP PSP Android emulator. Basically what I'm trying to say is that Damon PS2 Pro emulator was not removed due to it being running on stolen code from PPSSX2 PS2 emulator. Now a lot of people were asking me when the emulator would be back on Play Store as they had paid money for it. There you go guys, the emulator is back. But I'll be honest, there is really no reason to use this emulator now. We have a free PS2 Android emulator, AetherSX2, which is miles better than this crap. Even the compatibility of games is better on AetherSX2 emulator. Moving on to the next news, a big one. BGMI Battlegrounds Mobile India has been removed from both Google's Play Store and Apple's App Store following an order from Government of India. Now BGMI is the Indian version of PUBG Mobile. Chinese version of PUBG Mobile was banned in India by the government over security concerns. I'm not sure why they banned BGMI. It may be due to the growing addiction cases among the youth. Unfortunately, many kids have been ignoring their studies and even mental health over this game. Quoting a Google spokesperson, on receipt of the order, following the established process, we have notified the affected developer and have blocked access to the app that remained available on the Play Store in India. Apple had also removed the app from its App Store. Krafton are the developers of this game. They have not commented on it yet. Moving on to Dolphin MMJR Android emulator update. This is the Discord page of Dolphin MMJR and this post was made yesterday. Sad news, we have decided that Gamer64 is not interested in working on MMJR1 anymore. He wants to move on to more legitimate projects than useless folks. Also here are a few more reasons. Now, Gamer64 YTB is the same person who works on Dolphin MMJR along with Bankai Master. Reason 1. MMJR1 is already mostly complete and adding minor features isn't worth the amount of work. Most phones don't have a huge gap between official and MMJR anymore. And that main developer Bankai Master 999 is way too busy to work on the project. So yes, we recommend that you switch to Dolphin Official and stop using these folks since they are outdated and missing a ton of optimizations. Goodbye everyone. Just to make things clear, only MMJR1 project has been discontinued. MMJR2 project will continue, maybe. Gamer64 also said that maybe we release some early update of MMJR1 adding something minor. Moving on to AetherSX2 PS2 Android emulator. This is its Discord page and these are the patch notes for its latest closed alpha build version 1.1-2475. Fix frame buffer being too small in some games, example test drive. Add fractional scaling options, very useful feature. Now we can select resolutions even lower than 1x. Yes, you heard it right, resolutions like 0.5 and 0.75x. I tested this on my Redmi Note 9 Pro Snapdragon 720G processor. It helped in improving performance in games that were limited by the GPU. But I'll be very honest guys, dropping the resolution lower than 1x will make the picture quality look very blurry and pixelated. Only use it as a last case scenario. Fix disabling bilinear upscaling in advanced option. Fix incorrect render pass in stencil date. Add tap to hold option for touchscreen buttons. Add OSD scale option in advanced option. The closed alpha build is not available on Play Store. You can download it from AetherSX2 website. Just tap on close testing alpha. Then tap on this folder. And you can see here's the build. Download the APK, install it on your device. Let me just show you all of the fractional resolution options. App settings, graphics, and tap on upscale multiplier. These are all of the fractional resolution scale options that are available. As you can see, 0.5 and 0.75x resolutions. Of course, resolutions higher than 1x also exist. 1.25, 1.5, 1.75x resolutions. In games that are very demanding on the CPU like God of War, I try to keep the resolution on the lower side in order to avoid overheating. For example, on my OnePlus 7 Snapdragon 855 device, I use 1.25x native resolution when running games like God of War part 1 and part 2. This helps in preventing the overheating of the device. Moving on to PPSSPP PSP Emulator, it just received a new major update version 1.13. Okay, so there's already a new update version 1.13.1 released on 28th of July. Just fixes a few bugs. Let me just read out a few improvements that come with this new build. Graphics fixes with split second, Sol Trigger Last Ranker, Star Wars Clone Wars, Star Wars The Force Unleashed, Juice Part 2 and more. Vulkan performance improvement around texture loading and upscaling. Background loading of texture replacements to reduce stuttering. Fixes for assorted scope storage bugs. Many software render improvements, both performance and accuracy, new debugging features. An official Windows ARM64 build is now available for download for those of you with ARM64 laptops. Now I tested this build on my Redmi Note 9 Pro Snapdragon 720G processor, uploaded the video on the channel, tested these games, graphical bugs have been fixed. FPS in the PSP versions of God of War games was very stable on my Redmi Note 9 Pro, stayed around 60. I observed that the GPU usage was higher when I ran the games using Vulkan API as compared to OpenGL, so I just use OpenGL to run most of my games. This new build will be available on Play Store within the next few days. You can download it right now from the website. I'll give its link in the description. If you want to read more of the fixes, just tap on here, go to their GitHub page. As you can see, per game setting feature is available now. Add more workarounds for Mali driver bugs. Vortex in God of War Ghost of Sparta can now be passed, and many more fixes. Juice 2 bloom effect no longer covering the screen. Moving on to Skyline Switch Android Emulator, Turnip Vulkan driver version 7 is now available for it. It won't work on Mali GPUs. In order to use the Turnip driver, we need to use the Arduino Tools UI build of Skyline. You can download the build and the Turnip driver from Skyline's Discord page. Let me just show you this. Just open Skyline Discord page, then go to General, then tap on this icon here, then tap on Pins. There's the build, Custom Driver UI 3.apk. Just download it. After downloading it, install it. There's the build. I'll just install it on my ROG Phone 5s. After installing the build, just download this archive file, drivers_5.zip. I have unzipped these archive files. Now I have 4 of these zip files. These are basically the GPU drivers. There's the Turnip driver. Now just open the emulator. There's Skyline. Just open the settings. Tap on GPU driver configuration. You can see system driver is selected by default. Now just tap on this plus icon here. Navigate to the directory where the GPU drivers are present. As you can see, I load the Turnip driver first. Mesa Turnip Arduino driver version 7 by Matt. I load the other drivers as well, one by one. Version 0.631 driver 614, and there's version 615. I'll just select Mesa Turnip Arduino driver. I'll run Crash Bandicoot and Saint Trilogy. Enable show performance statistics setting. Use dock mode setting enable. Let's start the game. When using the official system driver, this game used to get stuck at the startup, but using the Turnip driver, I was able to get into the gameplay. I'll select Crash Bandicoot. I have already tested the Turnip driver version 6. This is version 7. Game has started and you can see there are graphical bugs. Textures are flickering. Getting 12 FPS on Snapdragon 888 Plus processor. Hopefully things get better in the future. Okay, game just froze. Stability is an issue. Moving on to Microsoft's Xcloud cloud game streaming service. Now this is a post made by a verified Xbox employee, available on Xcloud's subreddit page. Performance improvements for browser on Windows PC with Xbox Cloud Gaming. Quoting the employee, Hey everyone, we have just released major performance improvements on Xbox Cloud Gaming for gamers playing via browser on Windows PCs. These should provide a more responsive and higher quality streaming experience. Try it out by visiting xbox.com/play on your Windows PC and let us know your thoughts. In order to play games using Xcloud, you need to have Game Pass Ultimate subscription. But if you want to try out the service before buying the subscription, you can play Fortnite using the browser version of Xcloud for absolutely free. I have already uploaded its gameplay on the channel. You can check it out if you want. I'll give its link in the description of this video. Xcloud on Windows PC is capped at Full HD resolution 60 fps. On Android, it is capped at 720p resolution and 60 fps. In the end, I have some free stuff. You can grab the PC version of Lawn Mowing Simulator for absolutely free from Epic Games website. I'll give its link in the description of the video. Offer expires on 4th of August 2022. Moving on to some goodies collection, CD Projekt Red are celebrating their 20th anniversary. You can get the collection of various Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077 bonus materials for absolutely free. Just head to this page, GOG.com, tap on add to cart and clear the checkout. These goodies will be added to your GOG account. That's it guys, I'll end the video here. I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.